The object of this test is to see how fast you can put the disc into the hole of the board using only one hand. You will want to use your dominant hand. So you must begin on your right side. So you'll pick up the bottom disc and you'll put it into the top hole of the board. Now you must pick up the next disc in the column on the right, and so on. You'll move from right to left on this test. So once you complete the first column, you'll repeat the previous sequence in the second column until you've filled the entire board.
Okay. Am I good to go?
Mm-hmm. And you can hold the board with your free hand if you want to, and just remember which order you're picking up the discs in order to place them down. Another thing to note is you have to make sure all the discs are fully inserted into the holes of the board before the trial is complete. If you dropped a disc, you must pick it up and insert it into the proper hole before the time is stopped. Your score will be the total number of seconds it takes to complete several trials. We'll record the time for each trial separately. When you finish the first trial, we must rearrange the board and discs into the starting position before you start the next trial. The object of this test is to see how fast you can pick up the discs with one hand, turn them with the other hand, and replace the discs back into the holes on the board. So with your left hand, you'll pick up the block from the upper right hand corner, you'll turn the disc while passing it to your right hand, and you'll place it back into the original hole in the board with the bottom side facing up. So you have to work from this side all the way to your left. So you'll start here, you'll work all the way here and take a pause when you get here. So now going back the other way, you're gonna pick this one up with your right hand and you're gonna work all the way down to this side. Doing the same thing, so you're picking it up with your right hand, turning it, putting it into your left hand and returning it into the original hole with the bottom side facing up. So now you'll begin again with your left hand and work all the way back across. And then you'll start with your right hand, moving all the way across. You have to make sure all the discs are fully inserted into the holes of the board before the trial is complete. If you drop a disc, you have to pick it up and insert it into the proper hole before the time is stopped. Your score will be the total number of seconds it takes to complete several trials.